April 21st, 2025. What should have been a peaceful holiday in southern Brazil turned into a nightmare. Inside a small-town apartment, a mother and her teenage daughter were brutally murdered. The only witness, a terrified 9-year-old girl, managed to escape in a way no one could imagine. This wasn't a random act of violence. It was a storm of jealousy and betrayal exploding behind closed doors. The town was Ronda Alta, a quiet agricultural community known for soybeans, corn, and rodeos. Crime was rare, and neighbors trusted one another. Here lived Leia Baldina Rocha, 41, a massage therapist admired for her warmth. She was the devoted mother of 3 daughters, a 21-year-old studying in another city, Dee Neifer, 14, a cheerful teenager who loved dancing at community events, and the youngest, just 9 years old, described as curious and bright. Leia was the family's cornerstone. She supported her daughters through hard work, built friendships in her small town, and was preparing for a future she thought would bring stability. In late 2024, she married Juliano Hen, a 47-year-old landscaper. On social media, their pictures painted a perfect life: smiles, affectionate posts, and even a message from Juliano, just days before the tragedy declaring his love. But behind the scenes, tensions were growing. Jealousy, arguments, and doubts about the future began to shadow their once happy image. Friends later revealed that Leia had been second-guessing her marriage. Though Juliano seemed caring, whispers of jealousy surfaced, possibly involving another woman. Cautious by nature, Leia even hired a lawyer before moving in with Juliano to check his background. Nothing alarming appeared, so she chose to trust him. But by April 2025, something had changed. Arguments became frequent, and Leia reportedly confided to friends that she might cancel the religious wedding planned for May 24th. For Juliano, this was devastating. His pride and insecurity turned into rage. Investigators believe Leia's decision not to go forward with the ceremony may have been the breaking point. On the morning of April 21st, Brazil's national holiday, the family stayed home together. Leia, Juliano, 14-year-old Dee Neifer, and the 9-year-old. By afternoon, what began as another heated argument would spiral into violence no one could have imagined. On April 21st, 2025, inside their Ronda Alta apartment, an argument turned deadly. Leia told Juliano she no longer wanted the May wedding. That single statement unleashed his fury. Grabbing a kitchen knife, Juliano lashed out. Her 14-year-old daughter, Dee Neifer, bravely stepped in to protect her mother. But Juliano attacked her first, stabbing her fatally in the chest and abdomen. Leia was also struck repeatedly, leaving no chance for survival. Frozen in terror, the 9-year-old daughter hid with her phone. She texted her older sister in another city, "Run to Ronda Alta. Juliano killed mom and sister." The reply came, "Run!" Summoning courage, the child climbed to the balcony, leapt 16 feet down, and sprinted to the street screaming for help. Neighbors rushed to protect her. Moments later, Juliano turned the weapon on himself, ending his life before police arrived. When officers entered the apartment, they faced devastation. Leia and Dee Neifer were gone. Juliano lay dead from a gunshot, the weapon beside him. The survivors' desperate messages and bravery became crucial evidence. Police confirmed she had escaped while Juliano was still alive, her leap saving her life. Experts explained it as a child's instinct: fight or flight. The town of Ronda Alta fell into mourning. Leia and her daughter's funeral drew crowds of friends, clients, and classmates. Schools suspended classes, black ribbons marking the grief. Social media filled with tributes to both mother and daughter. Juliano's funeral, in contrast, was small and restricted. A man once seen as caring, now remembered for cruelty. The 9-year-old moved in with her older sister, the community rallying with donations and therapy. Though her trauma is immense, her courage remains a symbol of survival and hope. The tragedy of Leia and Dee Neifer is a haunting reminder that domestic violence often hides behind smiles and perfect photos. A relationship that seemed loving on the outside collapsed into bloodshed inside the home. But within this nightmare, one child's courage stands out. A 9-year-old who witnessed the unimaginable found the strength to escape and survive. Her story proves that even in the darkest moments, the human will to live can prevail.